Hey guys, this is SoFlo Josh and I'm over here at BMW of South Miami to review this 2024 BMW X3 M40i for y'all. With that being said, let's go ahead and get out to the exterior and talk about this bad boy. Now, if you are interested, make sure to contact BMW of South Miami and make sure to ask for Daniel Gil so he'll be able to assist you. So this is the 2024 BMW X3. Now this is the final model year of this generation, which is called the G01. The G45 will actually be coming out later this year. So I just wanted to do one last video with this generation of the BMW X3, and it's the M40i, so you know it's going to be a great video. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the overall styling. Now up here in the front you have a full-on LED light design over here with the nice DRLs that curve upward. I like this overall design. It looks very nice. You do have two LED projector lines right there, and you do have your cornering lamp right there. Down over here you do have a functional air vent that will go around the wheel that will add for that aerodynamics that BMW is very known to do. I think it's great that we actually do have functional vents overall with this vehicle. Getting over here to the grille, you can see they're finished in the black style finish. Now this is because this is the Shadowline package. Now if you're to do the non-Shadowline package, this will actually be chrome. So I would always recommend, if you're going to be doing an M performance vehicle, go ahead and do the Shadowline package. I think it looks very nice. This is the gloss black finish. You do also have your M badge right there to denote that you do have the M performance model. All in all, and I think it looks really nice. Now the color that we see here on this vehicle is not actually black, but it's called carbon black, and as you can see in the lighting over here, you can see that very nice blue hue to it. The sunlight, whenever it's beaming on it, looks really nice. Now let's go ahead and continue talking about the hood. Actually, the overall styling is very nice. You have this line that comes out of nowhere and just goes straight up the hood, and it just tapers off at the rear end. I like the way it's designed. You also do have this line that comes from this little crease right here and actually sharpens up and it just disappears. It just looks very nice. The overall styling looks nice for the BMW X3. Dropping it over here, you do have these 20-inch half machine finish, half gray painted rims over here that look really nice. You have that BMW badge right there, and then behind that you actually do have your brake calipers finished in a red. You could also get a blue one, but honestly this red looks really good with this overall carbon black that we see over here. You do have a fake vent over here, unfortunately. Now if you were to get the X3M, you would actually have a functional vent, but for the M40i and the S-Drive 30i, you actually do have a fake vent over here. Over here you do have your M style side mirrors that looks really nice. Now this does turn on with a full LED turn signal, which looks really nice. It's finished in a nice amber tone, and I think BMW has one of the best looking amber lights overall for their LED pattern. Look at the LED lighting up here in the front. As you can see, it's bright, but it's nothing too bad. It's a nice amber finish, and I like the way it looks on this vehicle. It looks very aggressive. Continuing off to the side, you can see you do have a line that starts up here at the front fender, and it carries on throughout the side of the vehicle, and it looks really nice, and it just stops right here at this nice LED tail light design. Now I know a lot of people have commented that this does look like the Halo Reach sword that we've seen, and I have to agree, it looks really nice overall. I do like the styling. It looks nice. It's nothing too crazy. It's not, you know, any levels of exaggeration, but it just looks really nice. You have, like I showed you over here, full LED tail lights over here. They are finished in a red finish instead of the amber style that we have up in the front. Dropping it over here, you have a rear diffuser over here with two dual exhaust pipes over here, which sounds amazing. I want to actually put that in right now so you guys can hear. So over here off to the side, you can see you have your X3 badge right there and your M40 badge. This will denote that you do have the M performance model, so keep that in mind. If you do want to take off those badges, you could do that on your own. But over here you can see you do have a power tailgate right here, and this trunk space is huge, and I mean huge. The overall length is large to fit things in comfortably like a huge TV. And I'm actually going to pull down the back seats right here so you could see how it looks like very straightforward, very easily as well. As you can see, a ton of space, so that means you're going to be able to fit a large 70-inch TV all across without even having to, you know, have the tailgate open and wrap it with rope, which is a good thing. But you can see there is a ton of space. You do have compartments right here, as you can see, more cubby space, and a cubby right here, a little net section right here to go ahead and put maybe a first aid kit, but a ton of space over here in the back. So just keep that in mind. Really good that BMW has that amount of space for this category of model, especially how hotly contested this category is. Now, as you can see, soft padding all across the top. You do have this nice stitching as well. It's not leather, it's like a faux stitching, so just keep that in mind. You do have this carbon fiber trim over here, and as you can see, you do have ambient lighting. Now, whenever you have the door open, this will light red to denote that you do have the door open, and you know, oncoming traffic sees that, which is a good thing that BMW incorporates that. You do also have this nice aluminum finish with the X badge right there, aluminum door handles as well, nice little window switch gear right here, and soft padding as well, and same old BMW style handle right here off to the side. Now, as you saw, I did have the seats folded down. Now this is where the seats would be fully reclined all the way back. Now if you want to go ahead and recline it a little bit forward, all you need to do is just press and hold this button right here and it will recline. Now if you want to go ahead and recline it back, all you need to do is press in that button again and then push yourself back. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the interior. And I have to say, it feels really good back here. Nice soft padding all in all back here. The seats feel very comfortable. These are leather seats. You do have soft padding over here in the back too, so just keep that in mind. 2 mat pockets right over here, 2 vents right here, which is really nice to have for the rear occupants. Tri-zone climate control so that you can go ahead and change the climate. 2 USB type C's as well, and then dropping this down over here, you do have 2 cup holders right here as well, which is great. Amount of space, I would say I have a lot of headroom with the seats reclined, so I have probably about 1.5 inches. Now if I were to sit up tall, you know, straight, you know, let's go ahead and recline the seat a little forward. With that being said, I have about probably 0.5 inches left of headroom space, so not too bad. I have to say, you know, as a person that's 6 foot tall, really a lot of space back here, but legroom space is actually great. I have probably about 3 to 3.5 inches of legroom space, so that's great. And if I were to put my feet underneath the seat, my feet is not being crushed by the overall seat, so that's a great thing as well. So let's go ahead and get into the front section. So getting into the front, you actually do have soft padding as well, so whatever was carried over from the back we saw over there with the soft padding, you're actually going to have it up here in the front as well, which is nice. Soft padding as well. You do have your switch gears to unlock and lock. You do also have a memory seating, and you have these nice aluminum finish materials for your switch gears. All in all, speaker system and your carbon carded tweeter right there. These are power operated seats over here, as you can see, so that's a great thing. You do also have a thigh extender right here, but unfortunately it is manual. But also, I mean, technically not unfortunately, because that's one less object that could break. So getting over here to the interior of the BMW X3 M40i, the front area, as you can see, you have this large thick steering wheel with this 9-3 grip right here, 2 paddle shifters right here as well, nice BMW Rondell logo right there, and your M badge down below. Behind that, you do have a full digital gauge cluster. Now this is the iDrive 7, which is actually one of my favorite iDrive systems all in all. It is very snappy. It is the most reliable iDrive to date. I actually love this version. I had it in my BMW X2 M35i, and it just ran swiftly. There has been no issues, and mind you, compared to that, the iDrive 8, where everything is embedded, climate control is actually physical touch, so you can go ahead and lower everything through buttons over here, which is nice. You have your air circulation right there, heated seat controls as well, so everything is actually functional where you could press buttons instead of it having to be embedded into the touchscreen. Same thing with these presets. You don't have these anymore in the new BMW, so keep that in mind. If you're looking for a vehicle that is not too much tech intrusive, go for something like this. This will be great. Dropping it over here, you actually do have a section to put your phone to wirelessly charge, as you can see right there, and then you have a little compartment to go ahead and close that section as well, which is great. 2 cup holders over here. You do have your 12-volt right there as well. You have your gear shifter right here. Putting into reverse, let's go ahead and check out the reverse camera. Not the greatest quality. I've noticed that with any of the X3s, but you know, you can go ahead and change the contrast to go ahead and see how it looks. If you want to, you can go ahead and brighten it up a little bit, which is good. I'm glad that BMW at least gives you that option to go ahead whenever you are backing up the vehicle. As you can see, you do have trajectory and sensors off on the back. So putting it in park is very simple. All you need to do is just press that P button. Sport mode, comfort, Eco Pro, and then you have your hill descent control, and you have your auto hold right here. You do have your electronic parking brake right there as well, and then you do have the iDrive controller right here, so you can go ahead and control everything through here, which is very nice. Now this does come with the Apple CarPlay that is wireless, so just keep that in mind. Very nice carbon fiber material over here on the dash as well as over here on the side. I love the overall design of the BMW X3. I think it looks really nice. Now let's go ahead and open up that panoramic sunroof. Now I will say it is a little bit noisy when you are opening up that sunshade right there, so that's one thing I'm not a huge fan of right off the bat, what I noticed. But you do have a functional sunroof as well, so you can open it, and if you click it one more time, it actually will open it a little bit farther. So just keep that in mind. If you are wanting to have a sunroof, this actual vehicle comes with a functional sunroof, and it's not just a plain old glass. So let's go ahead and go underneath the hood really quick, and let's check out this tried and true B58 inline 6 turbocharged engine. Now this makes 382 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and that's made it through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and that goes through all 4 wheels, not just the rear wheels, but all 4 wheels, so you get all-wheel drive from the get-go. With that being said, let's go ahead and take this bad boy out for a drive. So now we're back over here on the main level, and we're gonna go ahead and take it down to South Dixie over here. So, you know, I have to say the X3 is still one of my favorite overall design, but is it still my favorite overall in handling? So we're gonna go ahead and take it out to this road over here. We're gonna put it into sport mode, and let's go ahead and see how this vehicle handles overall. As you could hear, it does kick down that transmission, so you will feel a difference overall whenever you are driving it. And unfortunately, I got behind a Dodge Caravan, but once this Dodge Caravan gets into this little section, we'll go ahead and press on the gas. Very, very good. The transmission, this is a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, and BMW knows how to tune their automatic transmissions. I have to say, it feels very, very good overall. This plantedness that you feel whenever you're going around curves, and this is all-wheel drive, so it feels great, as well as the brakes. I mean, I have to say, these are, you know, the 4-piston brakes over here, and we're gonna come over here to the stop, and let's go ahead and test how it feels. Nice, very, very nice, as you can feel. I will note something. The overall suspension feels a little bit rough. This is the active suspension, so just keep that in mind. But a lot of that has to do with the 20-inch rims that we have here and the wheels that we have as well as equipped. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go upstairs, and let's go ahead and finish off this video. So now I'm back up here on the 2nd floor. Let's go ahead and get out to the exterior and give you my final impressions. Now I have to say, like I stated, this is the last model year of this generation of the BMW X3, and I have to say, I love the overall styling. The driving feels great. That engine is powerful, it's poised, it's silky smooth. The transmission is absolutely perfect for this motor, and the way they tuned it is just something else. The suspension, I would like to see a little bit of difference when it comes to the next generation, and a little bit more softer tone to it, and maybe you could tune the overall suspension for the M Performance model. But I think it was pretty good for somebody who's looking for, you know, a performance SUV who's not hauling around family. The overall styling just looks absolutely amazing, and if I have to say, I think you should go out there and get one now before the new generation comes out. And the main reason why I state that is because when you enter into the vehicle, the first thing you're going to know with that new generation is going to be the iDrive 8. This has physical buttons. I think physical buttons is better than having things that are embedded into the screen, especially your climate control. Climate control should never be embedded into a screen. I think it should always be physical. But I love the styling. It's one of my absolute favorite generations of the X3. And with that being said, would I recommend it? 1000%. I think you should go out there and get one now. Even the S30, the S-Drive 30i, feels phenomenal when you drive it. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.